in today's session, let us basically first start with uh, what do you mean by function? Correct? Yeah, anyone? You have already given some example. It look like f of x equal to something. Correct? Something, can it be something? Let me give some example. F of x equal to x, f of x equal to x square, and f of x equal to sine x, like that. Do you say something? Do you see some relation in each of them? If you give some values of x, you will get some value of f of x. Correct? Okay, yes. So let me just quickly define properly. Let x and y be non-empty sets. Set a function that is also called a map, that is also called a mapping. You may see such word, then that is same as function. A function f from x to y. I should not write that colon. F from x to y, okay, is a rule or correspondence or association that assigns to each element of x a unique element of y. Okay, just read it once again and try to see. There are two things in this definition. Okay, so function, we require two sets here. Shall I go to the next slide, next page? Yeah. So there are two things. Say this is set x and say this is set y. Okay, what is function? Function is like a machine. Say this is function f. So f is a like a machine. You are giving a input, you are giving some value of x from here, you will be getting something, and that something should be unique. That means if I put some value, I should not get two values. Correct? That is let me give you example. Say f of x equal to something, you say plus minus 2. That means what? If I put x equal to 1, correct, I should get only one value, but here what I'm getting plus minus 2, I'm getting two values. That is wrong, that is not a function. मतलब मशीन तुम्हारा ख़राब है. मशीन कैसा कैसा चाहिए अपने को? दो कंडीशन. अगर एक इनपुट दिया तो आई नीड ओनली वन आउटपुट. वन इनपुट, I need only one output. Okay, and one more thing. अगर मैंने इनपुट दिया, नो आउटपुट, आउटपुट ही नहीं आया, देन ऑल्सो तुम्हारा मशीन खराब है. दैट मीन्स दैट इज़ नॉट अ फंक्शन. डू यू सी? लेट मी गिव यू एग्जाम्पल. सपोज मैंने बोला एफ ऑफ एक्स इक्वल टू वन अपॉन एक्स माइनस वन. करेक्ट? इज दिस अ फंक्शन? Is this a function? If I define f from R to R, that is your set x, this is y. Is this a function? Why? If it is no, then why? Perfect. So that if we put f of 1, this is 1 by 0, correct? So मतलब मुझे आउटपुट आया ही नहीं, कुछ वैल्यू एग्जिस्ट करना चाहिए ना. सी एज पर द डेफिनेशन व्हाट इट सेज, if you put any value of x, I should get a unique element in y, I should get a y. It is not saying that that is not possible to get the y. Correct? Yeah. Let me give some more example. Suppose if I say f of x equal to x square, Is this a function? What do you have to check? What you have to check here? If you put any values, I am getting unique value. Correct? Can I draw the graph of this? Do you know what is the graph of this? F of x equal to x square. On the x-axis I am putting x, and on the y-axis I am putting f of x, which you used to write is y equal to f of x. So earlier somebody told me that y equal to x square or y equal to x, that is a function. That is only it is a function when we assign y equal to f of x. Then only it is a function. Otherwise it is not a function. Do you see? When you say y equal to f of x, then only this is a function. I think this is not. Yeah, correct. So can you tell me what is graph of y equal to x square? Have you seen this type of equation somewhere? What is the uh-huh. Okay. Anyone else? Yeah, that is increasing. That is quite okay. But do you know the proper graph? It has maybe I should say कोनिक सेक्शन पढ़ा है क्या 11th और 10th स्टैंडर्ड में? मोस्टली बहुत सारे कॉलेज में स्किप किया होगा वो लोग ने, बट जिन्होंने पढ़ा है दे मस्ट बी नोइंग, दे मस्ट हैव सीन समथिंग लाइक दैट. क्या है, ऐसा कुछ देखा था क्या? और ऐसा कुछ वाई स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 4ax. गुड, यू ऑलरेडी सेड इट. गुड, इट इज़ अ पैराबोला. परफेक्ट. बट ये केस में मेरा क्या है, y इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर. सो पैराबोला ड्रॉ करने के लिए सिंपल सा टेक्निक है. लेट मी जस्ट टेल यू क्विकली. ये 4a को कुछ टाइम के लिए भूल जाने का. सपोज वाई स्क्वायर इक्वल टू एक्स है. करेक्ट. सपोज मेरे को इसका ग्राफ ड्रॉ करना है, इस पर मैं बाद में आता हूँ. सपोज इसका ग्राफ ड्रॉ करना है, ठीक है. क्या करने का? You see left right hand side, that is x, and you see what is left hand side. Left hand side is y square. Okay. Now if you put y is some negative number, if you put -1, -2, -3, then what will be your x? Positive. Everyone, do you, is it clear? And if you put y as positive number, then also x is positive. Perfect. Actually this is why, this is because x equal to y square, this is square of some number, that is always going to be positive. So your graph will be, this is your positive x-axis. Do you see? This part is your positive x-axis. So graph will be like this, covering this positive x-axis. Is that okay? Do you see what did I see? Just see left hand side and right hand side. Check left hand side, it is taking y square. That means this part is always positive. That means your right hand side will also be always positive. That means your x is positive, graph will be. Now can you quickly tell me what is the graph of this? What is your left hand side y? What is your right hand side x square? Can you tell me what is the graph of this? Anyone? कर्व तो ठीक है, लेकिन कैसा? Perfect, very nice. वेरी नाइस, वेरी नाइस, गुड. वाई दैट इज सो? बिकॉज वाई इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर है. एक्स का वैल्यू तुम आइदर नेगेटिव पुट करो या पॉजिटिव पुट करो. यू कैन सी योर वाई इज ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव. डू यू सी? पुट एक्स वैल्यू इक्वल टू -1, -2, -3. दिस इज स्क्वायर. सो वाई इज ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव. वाई पॉजिटिव कहाँ पे होता है? ऊपर होता है. तो ग्राफ कैसा रहेगा? ऐसा. इज दैट ओके? इज दैट क्लियर एवरी वन? Okay. If I ask you that is x equal to minus y square, can you tell me the graph? In this case, y-axis is negative. See, if you put any value of y, this y square is going to be positive, but there is minus sign outside. So this part is always going to be negative. Do you see? Perfect. Good. Negative x-axis. Everyone, is it clear to you? Perfect. Yes. Is it clear, everyone? Do you see, drawing parabola is quite easy. And same if I ask you at y equal to minus x square, then same thing. You don't have to remember anything. You just have to see this. Put any value of x. This x square is going to be always positive. But there is minus sign here. So y is always going to be negative. So what will be the graph? Something like that. Good. Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear drawing the graph of parabola? Is it clear? Yeah. So let me just go back to what I was doing. Suppose I tell you a function uh, uh, f of x equal to x square, correct? Which you have already drawn. So what is the graph? This is graph is something like this. Maybe it is actually connected here. Okay. So to check whether this is a function or not, correct? And to check whether this is a function, I'll tell you a rule. A rule is what? Draw a vertical line. What do you mean by vertical line? This is your vertical line. Or let me just change the color. Hmm. Draw a vertical line. What is the condition? Condition is that this vertical line should cut only at one point to the graph. Do you see everywhere this is cutting at only one point? This is called vertical line test. For a function. Okay, this is called vertical line test. Okay, yeah, let me just quickly tell you, there is the difference between curve and function. If I say something, uh, y equal to x square and f of x equal to x square, both is different. What is graph of y equal to x square? Graph seems to be same in this case, in this example, correct, but not for the other. This is called curve, this is called function. Okay, now let me just give you quickly one example, one more example. Let me just give you a curve. Say x square plus y square equal to 1. This is a curve. And if I say a function, function should be in terms of f. So f of x equal to, let me say, root of 1 minus x square. Just getting the value of y here and putting it at the f of x. Can you tell me what is graph of this? No, is it ellipse? Circle, na? This is basic circle. Good. So do you see this is the circle? Radius 1. Perfect. What is the graph of this? Anyone? Do you see if I put f of x equal to y, let us try to draw the graph. Correct? This is y equal to square root of 1 minus x square. Correct? Put any values of x. Yeah? You don't want that स्क्वायर रूट का नंबर नेगेटिव आना चाहिए. दैट मीन्स वॉट? ये जो y का वैल्यू है दैट इज एफ ऑफ एक्स का वैल्यू हमेशा पॉजिटिव रहेगा. मतलब ग्राफ तुम्हारा सिर्फ ये पार्ट आएगा क्या? जस्ट चेक एंड टेल मी. इवन ये पार्ट भी नहीं, मोस्टली. हाँ. यस. इफ आई पुट x इक्वल टू -1 then if I put x equal to minus, no, if I put x equal to -1, -1 is here now. If I put -1 then it is 0. Do you see? If I put x equal to 1 then also it is 0. Correct? So actually both equations seems to be same. Can you see the both seems to be same? This is also x square y square equal to 1. That means what? Y square equal to 1 minus x square. But what is y here? This is plus minus square root of 1 minus x square. And do you see? If I say function, then I am putting f of x equal to this. Now can you quickly check vertical line test? If I put here f of x equal to plus minus root of 1 minus x square, then this is not a function. Why this is not a function? Can you tell me? Perfect. Vertical line cuts at 2 points. We want that vertical line to be cut only at 1 point. Do you see that? Means you are giving one input here, but you are getting two output. Do you see? That's why it is not a function. So that's why this is the difference between curve and function. Most of the people, maybe in the year 11 12, people used to say just put y equal to something and this is your function. But that is not a function. Do you understand now? There is two things, one is called curve and one is called function. And you just need to draw the graph and see here your vertical line. Give any input, you are getting only one output. Give any input, you are getting one output. Do you see? Correct. But here if I put this input, I am getting two outputs. So this is not a function. So this is the major difference between curve and function. So whenever somebody asks you about function, so you can say function is like a machine. If you put a input, correct, I should get only one output, correct, and that should also not be that I'm not getting any output, correct. Like I give you the example f of x equal to 1 upon x minus 1. If I put x equal to 1, if I say function is from r to r, and if I put f of 1, then this is 0. But now you will ask me that, sir, we had actually seen some of the function like this. So if you want to make this guy as a function, what you have to do? From this set, from this r, you just remove 1. That means what? I am redefining this function as this: f from r minus 1. That means not, now my domain, that is this part is called domain, the values of x. Now in this I am not taking 1, so it will take all the values except 1, correct. Then is this a function now? जो भी प्रॉब्लम था मेरे लिए मैंने उसको हटा दिया, साइड में कर दिया. दैट इज वो तो होएगा नहीं, एक्स नॉट इक्वल टू 1 बोल दिया मैंने, करेक्ट. ओके. मे बी मोस्ट ऑफ यू मस्ट बी रिमेम्बरिंग एक्चुअली. तुम लोग जब कंटिन्यूटी का चैप्टर किए होगे, आई थिंक फर्स्ट एक्सरसाइज में अराउंड बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन है, उसमें सब फंक्शन ऐसे दिया है: एफ ऑफ एक्स इक्वल टू समथिंग व्हेन एक्स इज नॉट इक्वल टू समथिंग, एंड व्हेन इट इज समथिंग देन इट इज समथिंग लाइक दैट. ये नॉट इक्वल टू इसीलिए दिया है सो दैट मेक टू मेक इट एज अ फंक्शन. Otherwise that function, that won't be a function. See, x minus x raised to n minus a raised to n upon x minus a भी बोलता हूँ मैं. x is not equal to a. Why you are taking x is not equal to a? Because अगर x equal to a रहा, अगर ये पार्ट मैं इंक्लूड ही नहीं करूँ and ये पार्ट भी इंक्लूड नहीं करूँ, then this is not a function. Why it is not a function? Because if you put x equal to a, then that value does not exist. It will be of 0 by 0 form. Do you see? That's why we used to introduce some more condition to make it function. Okay, I will not go in detail about that function. You will be learning mostly in the detail in the next, maybe in the same second semester, functions. There are some more thing, that is one function, on two function. Most of you must be aware about that. Do you know what is one function, on two function, injective, bijective? Yeah, there is also the technique which I told you, vertical line test. There is also some technique to do that. Okay, so let us keep that part for now. Yeah, is that okay? Now let me define a function that is called binary operation. What do you understand by the word binary? It will have some relation with two, binary. Yes. Okay, so let me just tell you what is binary operation. Let X is a non-empty set. We are defining a function, uh, you can say star. फंक्शन को मैंने स्टार बोला, सच द स्टार इज टेकिंग फ्रॉम एक्स क्रॉस एक्स. एक्स की जगह पे ए बोलना चाहिए शायद में. ठीक है, चलेगा. आई थिंक यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट. It takes the value from x cross x to x. How does x cross x denoted by? Do you know Cartesian product? Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you. This function is called a binary operation. Okay, just before going to that, let me just do this. A cross B. A cross B is defined as a set of the form A comma B such that A belong to A and B belong to B. Do you know this? Cartesian Cartesian product. This is called Cartesian product of two sets. Yes, let me give you some example. If I put A equal to 1 2 and if I put B equal to say A B C, then what will be your A cross B? It will be 1 comma A, 1 comma B, 1 comma C, correct? 2 comma A, 2 comma B, 2 comma C. Is that clear, everyone? Can this set have some element like this? Does A comma 1 belong to this A cross B? This is my question. Why? What is the reason? Perfect. Correct. जो first element है that should belong to your A. But what is that first element? Small a. But A के set के अंदर क्या है? 1 comma 2 है ना? So that does not belong. So you just must know that A cross B, it is not same as B cross A. Okay? Is that clear? If I talk about R cross R, then that is your same as R2. जो हम लोग ये प्लेन लिखते हैं ना, that is your R cross R only. और उसके एलिमेंट कैसे लिखते हो तुम लोग? R cross R के एलिमेंट एक्स कॉमा वाई सच दैट एक्स बिलोंग टू आर. जैसे देखो, इसको 1 comma 2 लिखते हो ना यहाँ पे, 1 comma 2, 3 comma 4. वाई इट इज सो? डू यू अंडरस्टैंड? बिकॉज दैट इज वॉट आर क्रॉस आर, उसको हम लोग R2 बोलते हैं. यस. सेम अगर R3 में बोला तो क्या आएगा? दैट विल बी ऑफ द फॉर्म ए बी सी, वेयर ए बिलोंग टू फर्स्ट सेट, बी बिलोंग टू सेकेंड एंड सी बिलोंग टू थर्ड सेट. इज दैट ओके? लेट अस जस्ट make this part. This was recall. So what did I say? I defined a function and I will say this function as binary operation. What does this function do? This takes value from x cross n and gives the value in x only. What do you mean by that? That means if I take two values, say if I take a comma b belong to x, then if I apply this star, that is, that implies a star b, whatever that a star b will be, that also belong to x. This is called binary operation. Means if you give any two value to me and if I apply binary operation to that, then that binary operation value should be in that set only. I'll just quickly give you some examples. Just see the definition once again. Suppose if I define my star as addition, at the place of star I put addition. So give me any two real number. Addition, will it be a real number? Do you see? If I put star as plus and that x is real number. So my question will be, is this true? That is, if I take a comma b belong to real number, then a plus b, is it also real number? Is it true? Perfect. So addition is a binary operation of real number. Do you agree? So we say that addition is a binary operation of real number. Can I similarly do for multiplication also? Multiplication mostly I will use dot. Can I similarly do for multiplication? That is, the question is if I take a comma b belong to real number, then a dot b belong to real number. That is a multiplied by b. Is it true? Yes, everyone. Do you agree? So, so we call this as correct. Good. So the usual. Okay, let me just change the color. Don't like this. Yeah. The usual addition and multiplication, that is डॉट से रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे हम लोग, आर बाइनरी ऑपरेशन defined on R. Is it clear, everyone? Yeah, good. Okay, so let us now start with real number. Before going to real number, let us see about number system. You must be knowing first what you are having: natural number, then whole number, then integers, then rationals, then irrationals, correct? Then your real number, correct? Whole number also we used to sometimes used to write like this. So what is natural number? Number of the form number 1 2 3, numbers starting from which are naturally you can see the numbers. You can see 1 2 3 like that. You can count on your finger, correct? That is called natural number. That's why this word is natural. What is whole number? That will start from 0 1 2 and everything. What is integer? Correct. What is rational? A number of the form p by q, where q must not be 0 and p comma q belong to integer. Is that okay? Or you can say p belong to integer, q belong to natural number. That is also okay. Your p belong to integer, q belong to natural number. That is also okay in the definition. What is q complement? That is irrational number. A rational number, a number which is not rational. That means which cannot be written as of this form p by q. Correct? Written as p by q. Is it okay? Yeah. And what is real number? Take union of both, q union q complement. That is your real number. That is, this is real number is collection of rationals and irrationals. Is that okay? Good. This is basic about. So mostly our focus will be on real number system. What are the properties that real number system satisfy? So maybe if I'm having some time, 11:34. No, yeah, I have some time. Okay, let me just take the set of real numbers satisfy basic properties which are referred to as axioms. What do you mean by axioms? We will just see axioms of real number. And are categorized as below. The first one is called field axiom. The second one it is called order axiom. And third one is called completeness axiom. Okay, so let us see what the word axiom is. Okay, do you have any idea? Have you seen this anywhere? Yes, have you seen this word axiom somewhere? See, whatever basic property we have for real number, we referred it as axiom. What is the basic property means? You can say a plus b equal to b plus a. That is the axiom. Means we don't have to prove this thing. Correct? If I say that we list out some basic properties and refer them as axiom. Whatever basic property we know, we'll refer them as axiom. That means we don't have to prove that part. That is, we don't have to prove that a plus b equal to b plus a. Yes, we will assume that this is true. This is called axiom. And we will construct the derivation or construct the proof by using this axiom. That means you can say axiom is something which is universally accepted. That is a plus b equal to b plus a, or if you take a plus 0, that is same as 0 plus a, that is same as a, like that. Is that okay? Do you understand what axiom means now? Axiom means that is universally accepted. That we don't have to prove that axiom. We have to prove the theorem or derivation by using the axiom. Okay. So let us talk about first field axioms. What is field axiom? Okay. We already know the set of real number with two binary operation. What are the two binary operation? Yes, that is addition and correct, addition and multiplication. Good. We won't be considering subtraction because with addition and subtraction we can get the with addition and multiplication we can get the subtraction. I'll just let you know. Just give me 1 minute, okay? So we'll be using addition and multiplication. Satisfy the following properties. Okay. In this first I will say properties on addition, then we will state properties on multiplication. Properties of addition. Okay. So properties of addition, in that the first property is, let me say P1. Let me state it as P1. That will be quite easy to handle. Or yeah, P1 or something. Yeah, A1. Let me say for addition it is. So it is good to say A1. A1. Okay. That is called closure property of addition. In the logic chapter you must have seen the word closure property of addition. What is closure property of addition? That is, if you have a comma b belong to R, if a comma belong to R, then a plus b also belong to R. Yes, do you agree with this property? Is it universally accepted? Yes, if you take any two real number, if you add them, then your addition will be also a real number. Correct? Okay, can somebody tell me how to write this thing in mathematical form? Can you tell me in mathematical form? In logic we have learned that is actually not required here. I'm just asking. Yeah, yeah, either using implication or using that notation which I told you. That is, for all a comma b belong to real number, what is the condition it should satisfy? A plus b belong to real number. Is that okay? So this correct. So this whole thing whatever I have written, that is same as in the upper part. Correct? Is that okay? Both are same. This is in English word you can say. This is in mathematics you are writing. Let me state this next one. The first one closure property. The second one is commutative property. Commutative property was also there in the logic. दैट टेबल एक था लास्ट में, याद होगा तुम लोगों को. ऑफ एडिशन ही बात करें तो यहाँ पे एडिशन लिखते जाओ. हाँ, सो व्हाट इज कम्यूटेटिव प्रॉपर्टी? दैट मीन्स ए प्लस बी इक्वल टू बी प्लस ए फॉर ऑल. हाँ बोलो. या एक्चुअली 11:34 हो गया ना. हाँ ठीक है. ओके, सॉरी फॉर जस्ट 1 मिनट. जस्ट 1 मिनट, लेट मी जस्ट फिनिश दिस. In mathematics you can also write this. For all a comma b belong to R, you can write this as a plus b equal to b plus a. Is that clear, everyone? So first I just wrote the statement and then just I go with mathematics part. Okay. So I'll just stop it now. Sorry for